How you doing? This is your old friend Willie P. This album is dedicated to all my friends and fans who enjoys hunting and fishing as much as I do. I've been enjoying the great outdoors since I was old enough to shoot a BB gun and put a worm on a hook. Some hilarious things can happen to you when you're hunting and fishing. Now, a lot of the stuff I call folks about on this album I just made up, but some of it came from actual experiences or things I heard about. I hope you enjoy Hunting and Fishing Phone Pranks.
Allied Waste Management.
What kind of management?
Waste Management?
Yes, sir. Y'all the ones that haul garbage?
Yes, sir.
Y'all the one that have them green trucks. Some of them got tarps on top of them?
Yes, sir. Our trucks are green, and some have tarps on top, too.
Yeah. Well, I just wanted to make sure I had the right place. One of y'all's truck got a number on it, 4579.
Yes, sir. All our trucks and trailers are numbered starting with 545. What can we do for you?
Well, I was out here on Highway 71 about 2 miles north of town yesterday afternoon, and one of your trucks passed me. Seemed like he was going about 80 or 90 miles an hour.
Sir, our trucks have governors. None of them will go over 65 an hour. Couldn't have been our truck.
Well, is you calling me a liar?
No, but our trucks won't run 80, 90 miles an hour. So it couldn't be one of ours.
Well, it had the name of your company on the side and the number 4579.
Sir, what do you need?
Well, don't raise your voice to me, boy. I'm trying to be polite, and this here, somebody down there gonna do something about this here.
About what?
Well, look here. I drives a 79 model Cadillac, and I was driving up 71, and I had my Coon Dog in the front seat. Coon Dog I've been had for 8 years, and it's the best Coon Dog in this part of the country.
And?
I'm telling you, you better get off that tone of voice with me, you understand? Anyway, a piece of metal or something flew out from under that tarpaulin on the back of your truck. Came flying in right by my head, and it barely missed me. But it hit my Coon Dog right on the neck and cut his head off. Blood and everything all over my car, and I had the top down, and the poor thing's head flew out the back. Well, it scared me so bad I nearly had a wreck, and I pulled off the road, and my dog's body from the neck down was still wiggling around, writhing around in the seat and the floor of my car, and blood going everywhere.
Well, sir, you'll have to contact the insurance company. You should have something called road hazard insurance. That'll cover any damage.
But I wasn't through telling you what happened.
Sir, I'm really busy, and you'll need to take this up with your insurance company.
My insurance company, your truck and your driver did it. Your insurance company ought to have to pay for it. Well, anyway.
Sir?
No, wait a minute. You're going to listen to what happened, and y'all going to pay for it. You hear me?
Go ahead.
Anyway, I went back down the road and got my dog's head. It was on the shoulder of the road. Poor thing acted like it was still trying to breathe, and I put the head in my ice chest. I've been to the grocery store for my wife, and I had that ice chest full of pork chops and hamburger meat, but I put the dog's head in there in one of them Ziploc bags and headed for the veterinarian.
Sir, telling me all this stuff's not going to help anything.
Well, I got to the veterinarian just as he was about to leave. I got my dog's body in that plastic bag with his head and ran in and asked the doctor if he could save my dog, put his head back on.
Yes, sir.
Well, he looked at the dog's body, then he looked at the head, and he said, I probably could have saved your dog's life, but he's suffocated in that plastic bag, and there ain't nothing I can do about it.
Dang it, you must be crazy.
What's mortuary?
Yes, ma'am. How you doing today?
Very good, sir. How may we be of service to you today?
Well, we done had a death in the family.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Would you like to talk with us about funeral arrangements?
Yes, ma'am. Who can I talk with?
My name is Mary Watts, and I can help you. My husband and I are the owners here.
Okay, then. Could you tell me about how much it costs to have a funeral nowadays?
What was your name, sir?
Richardson, Willie P. Richardson.
And what is the name of the deceased?
Disease. She didn't have no disease. She was killed in a car accident.
Oh, yes, sir. And what was her name?
Annabelle. I guess you could call her Annabelle Richardson.
Yes, sir, Mr. Richardson. Well, the average today is about $5,000. You can have a very beautiful service for around $5,000.
Well, I wasn't figuring on spending quite that much.
Yes, sir. Well, about how much was you figuring on?
Oh, maybe $200 or $300.
Well, Mr. Richardson, I don't think you'll find anyone who could do it for that price. Where is Annabelle's remains located right now?
Well, part of them is in a box, and the other part, her head in my ice chest in a Ziploc freezer bag.
Sir?
Yes, ma'am. Her head got cut off when something blew out the back of a truck out on Highway 71, and she was riding in the front seat of my convertible.
Sir, did the Highway Patrol investigate, or did the justice of the peace come to the scene of the accident?
No, I just went on down the road back around there and got her head and put it in the ice chest, and we came on to the house.
Well, Mr. Richardson, you'll need to contact the proper authorities and report this accident and death.
Well, yes, ma'am, I will, but tell me, what is the lowest price funeral y'all got?
Well, sir, the very minimum with a plain wooden casket and minimum mortuary service will be around $1,600.
Lord, $1,600. I just can't go that much. I guess I could just bury her back there in the backyard out by a little house where she used to run around and jump and play in the dirt.
Sir, you can't bury a person yourself. That's against the law. You just can't do it.
I didn't say nothing about no person.
Sir?
Annie Mae ain't no person. She my coon dog that I done had for years, and I was just wanting a decent funeral for her. I thought y'all could help me.
What kind of fool is you? Calling up here talking about burying a coon dog. What's your address, Mr. Richardson? I'm fixing to put the police in this deal. Don't you ever call up and with that kind of stuff. This is a funeral home, a serious business. We ain't got time for your kind of mess. You hear me?
I'm sorry.
Did you shop?
Yes, ma'am. Who is this, please?
This is Kim.
Yes, ma'am. Is there Miss Jackson there?
Yeah, hang on a second.
All right, then.
Hello.
Hello, Miss Jackson. How you doing?
I'm fine.
Good. I wonder, could you help me about something?
What's that?
Do you cut men's hair?
Yeah, sometimes.
You do?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I tell you what, I got sort of an unusual thing, and a fella gave me your name, said you might be able to help me. I'm a big hunter. I likes to hunt for these wild hogs and deers and squirrels and everything. And this is real unusual, I know, but I'm a large man, and I'm real dark, and I have a whole lot of hair. I'm talking about, you know, them old afros they used to wear back in the 70s?
Yeah.
That's the way my head looks, but I got a lot of hair all over my body. And I had this idea about kind of trimming all that up, and I could sort of disguise myself as some kind of an animal and get out into the woods, you know, and might have a whole lot better luck hunting that way. And what I was wondering, could I come by there and let you sort of trim me up to where my face, I got a big beard too, where my face...
Well, come by and just let me view it and see if I can.
You think you could fix me where I look like a bear or something like that?
I probably can. I'm pretty good.
Are you? Well, where's your place at?
By the washateria.
Yeah. By the washateria?
You're
Yeah.
not from here?
No, ma'am, I just moved here. I just moved in from Natchitoches.
From where?
Natchitoches, Louisiana,
Okay,
just
yes.
about 30 miles from here.
Yes, sir.
You ever been over there before?
Oh, a time or two.
Yeah. How much would you charge for something like
Well,
that?
now, I've got to look at the deal to see how much I'll charge.
Yes, ma'am.
Well,
I might have to take all my clothes off there.
I don't think so.
Ma'am?
I don't think so.
Well, where you could see how to cut me all over. I mean, not all my
I need to
clothes.
view that much.
No, I wouldn't take my underdrawers off, you know, but I'm talking about just get down to...
Well, I don't think so.
Well, no, I'm sorry. I wasn't talking about that. I'm talking about just take off, you know, my shirt and my pants and my shoes. But I got hair even on my feet. And everybody said, man, if you was to get somebody to trim that up and around your eyes and everything where you look like a bear or something, you probably could have a lot more luck hunting.
Well, look, I have somebody waiting on me now. We need to end this conversation. I have to get to work.
Who is it waiting on you? I might know them.
Oh, I don't think you'd know them.
Well, I might.
You come by and I'll talk with you later.
Ma'am?
I said, you come by and I'll discuss that later.
How late is y'all open?
Well, not very late.
Could you do my wife's toenails, too?
I don't do toenails.
What about fingernails?
No, I don't do fingernails. I can send you somewhere.
You do eyebrows?
I don't have time.
Don't have time?
And look, I have to go.
Well, wait just a minute. Tell me where y'all is again.
Across from Brookshire Brothers.
Brookshire Brothers?
Yes.
That's a grocery store?
Yes.
Hey.
They got any specials over there at Brookshire's this weekend?
I don't know. Goodbye.
This is James Old.
Yes, sir. You the one that makes the loan?
Yes, sir, I do. Can I help you?
Do y'all make loans for boats and motors?
Yes, sir, we sure do. What's your name, sir?
Richardson, W.P. Richardson.
Do you have an account with our bank, sir?
No, sir, I don't. That's what I'm trying to do, talking to you.
Well, you'll need to come down and fill out a loan application before we can help you.
Well, can't you just take the information over the telephone?
Yes, sir, we can. I'll have to connect you with Kathy, my secretary, and she'll be glad to help you.
Well, wait just a minute if you don't mind.
Yes, sir.
Before we go any further, I need to ask you about this rig I wants to buy.
Yes, sir.
You see, I'm what you call the commercial fisherman. I catches catfishes and drums and buffaloes and things like that, and I sells them to cafes and to a fish processing plant down in South Louisiana, and then they sell it to stores and stuff like that.
Oh, so you actually need a business loan.
Yeah, that's it, a business loan.
And what do you want to put up the boat and motor as collateral?
Is what now?
Collateral.
Collateral. What is that?
That means that, like you put your boat and motor up as collateral in case you default on the bank has the right to go pick your boat and motor up.
In case of what kind of fault now?
Default. That means that if you don't pay or you don't want to pay, we have the right to come pick your boat and motor up.
Oh, yes, sir. Well, you ain't going to have to worry about that, what you call default. I pays on time. I generally makes a real good money fishing.
I see.
Well, look here. This boat is 24 feet long. It's all metal, like a flat bottom, Arkansas Traveler kind of a boat with real high sides so I can pile them fish up. And the motor is a 225 horsepower, and the generator on it's about 3,000 watts of power.
Generator? What do you need a generator that size for?
Well, I wasn't going to tell you, but we shocks them fish.
Excuse me?
You remember when you used to hear about them people hooking up them old crank telephones and running the wires off in the river, and then it turned that crank and them catfish act like they're trying to scoot up on the bank. It don't kill them, it just knocks them out so my boys can get out in the river on the bank there and pick them up, and it saves a lot on bait, too.
So, in other words, you are electrocuting these fish, and I think that's against the law.
Oh, I ain't sure about that. We just fishes at night. I've been shocking them for 25 years, and I ain't been caught yet.
Well, we can't finance equipment that in order for you to commit a crime now.
A crime? The only crime is if we don't go out and catch nothing. Now, that's what you call a crime. These lakes and rivers around here are so full of fish that we won't never catch all of them.
Mr. Richardson, I'm afraid that we can't help you with this.
Well, why not?
Sir, we make legitimate loans, and we don't want to do anything that has illegal purposes in mind at all.
Well, you ain't doing me right.
Sir, we can't be implicated in anything like this. I'm glad to talk to you, but I can't help you. I'm sorry.
Well, I'm going to tell everybody in town what a sorry, low-down, no-count bank you running down there.
Hello?
Yes, sir. How you doing today?
I'm fine.
Is this Rayford Williams?
It is.
Well, Mr. Williams, my name is W.P. Richardson. I'm with the Outdoor Sportsman Corporation of America.
Yes, sir.
Ain't you a deer hunter?
Yes, sir. I do a lot of deer hunting.
Well, look here, Mr. Williams. This here is your lucky day.
How's that?
Well, you registered in our booth up at the State Fair for a 7-day deer hunt. You remember signing up for that a few months ago?
Seems like maybe I do back in October in Dallas at the fair.
Yeah, that's it. We had a booth up there, and people signed up to win this here hunting trip, and your name was drawn as one of the winners. Congratulations, Mr. Williams.
Well, thank you. When is the trip?
Well, that's the thing about it now. It's in June.
You can't hunt deer in June. What are you talking about?
Well, Mr. Williams, this here have got to be kept completely confidential, but we done made arrangements for this deer lease out in the Texas Hill Country out there close to Kerrville to take some of our winners out there on their private property in the summer when there ain't nobody there and they let them hunt then.
How's that legal? How do you get away with that?
Well, a couple of reasons. We done put some money in the right hands, you know what I mean, of some peoples in high places. Plus, the likelihood of getting caught hunting at night is very slim.
At night? Are you nuts? You can't hunt deer at night anyway. And I've never heard of deer hunting in June in Texas. I think you're all wrong.
Well, sir, I know what I'm talking about. We went down there last year and carried 3 of our winners. We killed 7 deers one night and 8 the next. We used them night vision scope things like the Army uses, and them rifles got them silencers on them. We quiet as a mouse out there. Ain't no way we gonna get caught.
Sir, I can't go on this kind of hunt. Even if I did win it, you're going to get in big trouble if you're doing this.
Well, we've been doing it several years, and we ain't got caught yet. Let me ask you this. As I mentioned, you done won the trip fair and square. The trip's free, but you got to get down there the best way you can, and we'll meet you. Plus, you furnish your own gun and food and hotel room. The deer hunting part is free, except we ask you to pay the sales tax on this trip. That's $497.32 in taxes, and we accept all kind of credit cards. Which one would you like to put that on?
You can go to...
Hello?
Hello, is this Miss Wood?
Yes.
How you doing this evening?
I'm fine, thank
Good.
you.
Yes, ma'am. My name is Richardson, and a lady down here at the Catfish Cafe gave me your name. I'm a member of a hunting club. We hunt squirrels and what you call them nutrias. And we fixing to do some hunting on that Bayou Pierre. Over there at that bridge. I think it's kind of behind your house over there.
It is?
Yes, ma'am. And I was wondering, would there be any way that we could go across your property to get to it and maybe camp out there and
this is not my property around here. Just this 2 acres that my house is on. You'll have to talk to Mr. Junebug Anderson.
Yes, ma'am. Well, let me ask you this. It's going to be about 12 or 15 of us fellas, and it's some good people. You know, they're not no kind of troublemakers or nothing like that. And we're going to stay probably a month or two because a lot of them sells these nutrient skins, you know. And I was wondering, would you be willing if we was to pay you to let us camp out there on your property there, on your property?
No. I just have this little 2 acres at my house.
Well, we wouldn't take up near that much. Just a little.
No. I couldn't do that. I'm sorry.
Well,
there's not room enough in the first place, and I just wouldn't be interested in doing that.
Well, let me ask you this. If we was to catch a lot of them, you know, kill a lot of squirrels and nutrients, if we was to pay you, would you cook them for us?
No, sir. Who is this?
Ma'am?
This must be a joke.
No, ma'am. Ain't your name Miss Jean Wood?
Yes.
That's what they told me. Fella down at the Catfish place told me to call you.
No, I'm not interested in any of this.
Even if we was to pay you?
No.
Well, would you be interested?
I have a very busy schedule, and I have...
What all do you do?
Well, I do a lot of things.
Yes, ma'am. Well, would you be interested in buying some of them squirrels and nutrients from us?
No. You're just barking up the wrong tree here.
Barking?
I say you're just barking up the wrong tree.
No, ma'am, I wasn't barking. I got some dogs that barks now.
No, I think somebody's put you up to calling me for a joke.
No, ma'am. We got some tents and stuff. I'm gonna come by there and just show you, if you don't mind, what we have.
You're not gonna waste my time or yours.
I ain't wasting my time. I got plenty of time. I don't even work.
You'll be wasting mine, and I don't have the time to waste.
Well, I don't appreciate you talking to me this way.
Well, I don't appreciate you calling with such a proposition.
You the one that still got that? You got that gas pump out there in your yard?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, I seen that when I drove by there a while ago. Do y'all sell gasoline out that pump?
No. That was for our own private use many years ago.
You know you could get in trouble for still having that pump there.
I know all
if
about
I was
that.
to turn you in.
I know all about that.
Well, I'm liable to just have to turn you in.
Okay, you go ahead and do whatever you want to. But I'm going to ask the Lord to bless you.
Well, I'm going to ask him to bless you, too, for being so mean. Being to me. I'm going to ask him to bless you for being so ugly to me.
I haven't been ugly to you, sir.
Well, all I was wanting to do was go hunting.
Well, go
ahead. You done hurt my
feelings. But you can't camp on my little 2 acres here that my house is on.
Well, why not?
Because I'm a widow woman. I live here alone, and I don't need that sort of ruckus going on.
Well, there ain't no ruckus. These fellas here is old. They go to sleep about 6 o'clock.
I'll give you Mr. Junebug Anderson's phone number, and he's got the land between here and Bayou Pier, and he might just be happy for you to camp on his land. He might buy your nutrients and your squirrels and whatever else you catch.
All right, then.
Let me give you his number.
Oh, that's all right. I'll just go look him up.
Well, you won't let me help you when I try to.
Well, we really like the way your place looked.
Well, yeah, that's a laugh. That's so ridiculous until it makes me laugh. Mercy.
All right, then.
All right, thank
Bye.
you.
Mm-hmm.
And some taxidermy.
Yes, sir. Can y'all stuff snakes?
Yes, sir, we can.
Well, look here. I got sort of an unusual request.
Well, what's that?
We was rattlesnake hunting out in West Texas last February.
Uh-huh.
And we was really catching some big ones. You know, we sprayed that gasoline up in them cracks and the side of them mountains and them rascals in there's asleep.
Yes, sir. I know how they do that.
Yeah, well, look here. Well, that gasoline wakes them up, and they sure enough mad when it comes out them holes.
Yes, sir.
Well, I got a pet monkey that's been hunting with me for years.
Oh, what?
A monkey. I mean, he hunted with me for years. He know how to shoot a pistol and gets out there and drinks beer with all them other hunters, act just like a real person.
You're kidding me, right? I think that's a little hard to believe.
No, I ain't lying. He was something, sure was. But anyway, after I sprayed that gas up in one of them rattlesnake holes, my monkey was so anxious to catch one of them old snakes that he went up in that hole with a flashlight looking for him, and them snakes just wrapped him up.
Oh, man.
Yeah, sure did. But look here, he gave him a good fight. He came running out that hole with 7, 8 snakes all wrapped around him, carried a knife too, and he stabbed and killed 2 or 3 of them, but they was biting him all over. He was hollering and pulling them snakes off, shot a couple of them as they was trying to get away.
Man, I bet that was something to see.
It was, sure was. But look here, this here's what I was wondering, could you do?
What's that?
Well, he was bit so many times that he passed away, he died.
Well, I'm sorry to hear that.
Well, he lived a good life. He had a good time. Man, I used to sneak him in the zoo and let him get in them cages with them female monkeys. Boy, he had a good time with them, sure did. Anyway, what I was wanting to see if you could do was to stuff him for me.
Well, yes, sir, I think we can.
Reckon you could cover up them bite marks?
Oh, yes, sir. You won't be able to see any of them when we get through with him.
Well, look here, there was one other thing.
Uh-huh.
Since the last memory I got of my monkey was with all them snakes all over, I was wondering if you could stuff them snakes and have them hanging on him, like they was biting him, and have him with that pistol in one hand and his knife in the other.
We could probably do that. We've never done anything like that, but probably could do it.
And I was thinking, we killed 40 or 50 snakes on that hunt, so I was wondering if you could make a belt and a cowboy hat and some boots out of some of them skins and put them on him, too. I think that'd look pretty good, wearing all that stuff with them snakes hanging all over.
Yes, sir. I imagine we could do all that, but it's going to be plenty expensive.
Oh, that don't make no difference. My wife was going to have it did for my birthday present, and she can just get a bunch of money out of her mama's purse. Her mama blind and won't ever know nothing about it. Have you ever ate any rattlesnake meat?
No, sir. I don't think I want to either.
Well, look here, I got a freezer full of it, and I was thinking we might just trade that meat for this job.
No, I wouldn't be interested in that.
Well, what about some monkey meat? I imagine you're going to have to skin that monkey, and all that meat's going to be left over.
Nope. I sure don't want any monkey meat.
Well, okay then. I got the monkey and all them snakes here in the freezer. Like to scared my wife to death when she opened it the morning after I put them in there. I'm going to bring them on down there and let you go to work on them.
All right. That's some story. Never heard anything that wild before. But you have a good day.
I sure will. Bye-bye.
Hello.
Yes, ma'am. Is this Rudy?
Uh-huh.
How you doing this evening?
All right, how you?
I'm pretty good. Look here. Is your son the one that got that motorcycle?
Who is that?
My name is Richardson, and I wanted to talk to you about something. Is it your boy that rides that motorcycle?
What about?
Well, I'm gonna tell you what happened, and maybe you can help me with it. He all right. He didn't get hurt or nothing like that. But I was over here the other day fishing, behind Miss Child's house in that pond over there.
Uh-huh.
You know what I'm talking about?
Uh-huh.
And I had done.
In Carrollton?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Off of Highway 16 over there. Well, I had done caught, I don't know, 8 or 10 nice catfishes and some white perches, and this boy come through there acting real crazy on a motorcycle. And I mean, I'm sitting there with my fishing pole, and he drove off in the water right in front of me and stirred up and scared off all the fish. And then to top it all off, he got out there to making real big circles on the dirt right there behind me, and jumped off the motorcycle and ran over there and got my stringer of fish and taken off with him. And somebody told me that was your boy.
No, my son stays in Atlanta.
Derek?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, had a motorcycle. And Asked him what he was doing. He said, "Oh, I'm just out here having a good time," and he took off with my fish.
What day was this?
It seemed like it's been about a week or two ago. I don't even remember the date. I just now found out who I thought it might be, you know, and a fella.
Well, my son stays in Atlanta.
Yeah. Has he been down there to see you lately?
Oh, he came down Friday night, but
I guess that was what.
A dry truck.
Yeah, somebody told me he was a truck driver.
I don't believe it was him. He don't come down that much on the motorcycle.
Well, they said that was him. I think it was last Saturday evening late. We was out there fishing and come through. What color is his motorcycle? What kind of a motorcycle is that?
I don't know.
Huh?
Was it red?
Honey, I don't even remember. They might have, what color it was. But what I'm wondering about is I had done caught all them fish and we were going to have a fish fry that night. And somebody told me you had bought that motorcycle for Derek, ain't that his name? And I was kind of thinking it was your responsibility and maybe you could give me a little money for them fish I lost.
I don't think it was him.
Yes, ma'am.
I don't believe it was him because he hadn't been down lately on his motorcycle.
Uh-huh. Well, they told me that's who it was. There was some fellas.
And it be a lot of boys up here at the next house on motorcycles.
I think it might have been one of them.
Uh-huh. Because my son, he stays in Atlanta.
Yeah. Yeah, they said the fellow over there fishing by him said this fella stayed in Atlanta. He was a truck driver. Did he bring the motorcycle down here with him when he came last time?
Huh.
Well, do he drive a pickup or something? Well, do he have a trailer to carry that motorcycle on? I bet he brought it down here and must have parked it somewhere. Didn't bring it to your house or nothing.
No, I don't think that was him.
You don't?
No, I sure don't.
Well, everybody there, was 2 or 3 fellas recognized and said it was him. Said it was Derek Potts. And he said some of them told me who you was, and they said you was a good lady and that you might reimburse me for them fish that he took from me. Could I send somebody over there to get some money from you?
Well, I get paid monthly. I'm on disability.
Yes, ma'am.
And I don't have any money.
Yeah. Well, if you got any at all, I could come by there and get.
No, I don't.
$8 or $10.
No, I don't.
Well, y'all ain't doing me right.
Well, maybe my son would pay it. I had to talk to him.
Did you cook some fish for him that night? Do you remember? Did he bring some fish home?
Huh.
Well,
He don't like catfish. I don't even know how to clean catfish.
Yeah. Well, he was acting real crazy. Do he drink? This fella here had a can of beer in his hand, right?
No, that wasn't my son.
You sure?
I'm positive. He don't drink. He don't curse.
Yeah.
He don't fool with dope.
Well, he steal fish, I can tell you that.
No, he don't. He don't care that much about fish. I'm sure it wasn't him.
Yes, ma'am. Well, he showed
I don't believe it was him.
Yes, ma'am. Well, what do he look like?
He's heavy built.
Pretty good sized boy. Yeah, that was him.
No, I don't think that was him. I really don't.
Yes, ma'am. Well.
Now, what color was this helmet? Did you pay attention to that?
Seemed like it might have been red.
He got a black helmet.
That's what I said, black.
Well, you just said red.
No, ma'am, I meant black. I'm sorry.
Wait, where's my son?
Yeah, well, I'm going to come by. What day did you say you get your check?
I didn't say.
I thought you told me a while ago.
Who is him?
My name is W.P. Richardson. And I was just visiting. I got some kinfolks in Macon. I was over there visiting and fishing over there. And that boy come through on a motorcycle, stole my fish, acting crazy.
It wasn't my son.
Well, I may have to put the police in this deal.
Well, what kind of proof you got that it's my son?
2 or 3 people over there recognized. They kept on saying that's Miss Rudine's boy there acting crazy.
I'm sure it wasn't.
Well, all right then.
Okay.
Good night, honey.
Good night.
Parks and Wildlife Department.
Yes, ma'am. Could you tell me how many deers you can kill in this county?
Yes, sir. That's 1 buck and 2 antlerless.
2 whats now?
Antlerless. You know, the kind that don't have antlers.
Oh, yes, ma'am. Well, let me ask you something. Do y'all have any kind of a reward thing, maybe like that Crime Stoppers thing that's on TV, if you was to tell on somebody that had killed more deers than that?
No, sir. We don't have anything like that. But do you know somebody that's done that?
Well, I know somebody's done killed 15 deers this year and killed about 30 or 40 last year.
Sir, you really need to tell us who's done that. That's a really huge violation, and you need to report that person. What did you say your name was?
I didn't say what my name is unless there's some money in it for me. I just don't think I can tell you my name or the name of the person that's killing them deer.
Sir, you know you could get yourself in a lot of trouble for withholding this kind of information.
How am I going to get in trouble if you don't know who I am?
Well, we might be able to find out who you are. So you'd be just better off if you go ahead and tell us who you are.
Well, I tell you what, I know you can't trace this call because I'm calling from a payphone. Ain't nowhere close to where I stay.
Well, sir, it's your responsibility to report something like that.
Well, you sure I can't get no money for turning them in?
I'm absolutely positive.
Well, I guess I can just go ahead and tell you.
Good. Now, what is that person's name?
Well, it's my mama, and I ain't going to tell you her name. I'll tell you she barbecues most of that deer meat and freezes it, and she sells some of it, but she feeds the family with some of it, too. Sure do cut down on the grocery bill. She don't never have to buy no meat, but she done made me mad, and I'm thinking about turning her in.
Sir, what's your mother's name, and what is her address?
I ought to turn her in. Here a while back, she caught me asleep, and she took my brand-new car and went to one of them casinos over there in Louisiana, and after she done lost all the money she had gambling, she sold my car and then lost the money she got from my car, then had to hitchhike home. And I'd worked hard for that car. Ain't no telling how many TVs and VCRs I stole and saved up the money to pay for that car.
Sir, this is just ridiculous. We really need to have a talk with you and your mother.
Well, I appreciate you talking to me about this here. I tell you what, why don't you talk to your boss and let's see what we can work out about some kind of reward, you know. If y'all can give it to me, I what you call, unanimously, won't nobody know who I is, you know.
Don't you know that when we find out who your mother is, we'll find you? And we'll find out who your mother is. I can assure you of that. Somebody else is going to know about this, and we're going to find out. You can bet on it.
Don't say nothing about betting to me. Betting's what cost me my car. Well, I guess I'm going to talk with you later.
Sir.
Mountain View Ranch.
Yes, sir. Y'all the ones that takes people turkey hunting?
Yes, sir, we sure are.
Mm-hmm. Well, look here. I had a few questions I wanted to ask you about turkey hunting.
Okay, maybe I can help you.
When can you go turkey hunting?
Well, there's several times a year you can go. We have spring gobbler hunts in April and May.
Gobblers?
Yes, sir.
Uh-huh. Well, when else can you hunt them?
We also have fall turkey hunts, and you can even combine a turkey hunt with a whitetail or even a buffalo hunt.
Buffaloes? Y'all shoot buffalo?
Yes, sir.
Ain't that against the law?
No, sir. Not here, it's not.
Well, can you have a coat made out of that buffalo hide?
Well, I'm sure you can.
Wouldn't it stink pretty bad?
No, not if it's done properly.
So you can kill a turkey and a buffalo on the same hunting trip?
Yes, sir, you sure can.
Well, how much do it cost?
Well, that depends on the kind of hunt you want. The basic turkey hunt is $300. Or you can do the combination hunt for turkey and buffalo with a guide, and you can even get a video of the hunt, along with a scrapbook of pictures.
How much is that best one you got?
It runs $19.50.
$19.50?
Yes, sir.
Do that include my wife and kids, because they wants to come too?
No, that's per person.
$19.50 per person?
Yes, sir.
So for me, my wife, and 3 kids, 5 of us all together, it'd run about $100?
No, sir. 5 on the combination hunt would run $9,750.
Say what now?
Yes, sir. Almost $10,000.
Good Lord Almighty, $10,000? Well, look here, would y'all take a check for that?
Yes, sir. But we'd have to call your bank and verify the availability of funds.
Well, I got a pretty big tax refund coming, but it might be a while before it comes in. So if we was to come out there and go hunting, could I write you the check and then call y'all back when that tax refund come in, and then you can put it in the bank and cash it then? It'd be good then for sure.
No, sir, I'm sorry. We can't take a post-dated check. The funds have to be there when we deposit our check.
Well, do you get to keep the turkey meat and the buffalo meat?
Sure.
Well, do y'all pluck them turkeys and skin and butcher them buffalo?
Yes, sir, we sure do.
Well, I tell you what, I'm a preacher, and my church been talking about raising some money for a new building, but they probably going to raise more than what it's going to cost, and maybe I could just take part of that money and come out there. I sure would like to come out there and go on that hunt. Do y'all furnish the guns and the bullets, too?
Yes, sir, we can.
Well, would y'all care if I had me a few beers to drink up there? You know, I sure wouldn't want nobody down here to find out about it, but when I'm off away from here, I like to have a few beers and maybe go out dancing. Y'all got any nightclubs around there? Maybe do Little Milton or B.B. King or Bobby Rush or Marvin Cease or some of them play up in there sometime in some of them clubs?
Yes, sir, there are some clubs around here, and they have entertainers that come in about every weekend. Sir, that's your business. What goes on out here stays here. We don't discuss our customers or what they do with anybody.
Well, that's good. That's real good. My boys likes to drink, too, but they always afraid somebody down here going to see them. So way out there in them mountains, they could get towed down and wouldn't nobody ever know about it. And would it be all right if my wife was to bring a boyfriend with her?
Sir?
Yeah, I know this all sounds crazy, but we got what you call one of them dysfunctional families, and we just need to get out there every once in a while and turn loose.
Yes, sir, I understand. When you get ready and you get your money ready, you give me a call, and we'll get you set up.
Okay, then. I sure appreciate you talking with me, and I'll be back in touch pretty soon.
Okay, sir. You have a nice day.
All right. I sure will. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
I know that lots of folks just hate getting telemarketer calls, but I really enjoy talking to these people that call me. I always try to turn and twist things around and have some fun with them. This next call was from a company trying to sell me a vacation in Branson, Missouri. The funny thing about it was that I got this call on the very day I got back from performing at one of them Branson theaters for a month. I worked up there in the same theater with the world-famous Platters, but I had just got home and I sure wasn't wanting to go back for a while. This fella even promised he'd arrange for me to go deer hunting with my old friend Mel Tillis. Then he said he really didn't even know Mel. Oh well, I guess some people will say anything to make a sale. This one is dedicated to you, Melvin.
Okay, now who is this now?
This is Billy. Is this Mr. Richardson?
Yeah.
Oh, how you doing?
Pretty good. How you doing?
Pretty good. My name's Billy, and I'm with the Grand Crown Resort here in beautiful Branson, Missouri.
Yeah.
And we're offering tickets, or vacation packages, actually.
Yeah, what's all that hollering and noise going on in the background?
Oh, that's the rest of the crew that works here.
Oh. So everybody all just sitting in one room up there?
Everybody's sitting off in one big room.
How can you hear how to talk to people?
It's kind of hard.
Yeah?
But we have two different packages.
Packages?
Yes.
Like Christmas packages or?
Pardon me?
Christmas packages you selling or what?
No, it's vacation packages.
Vacation?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's beautiful Branson, Missouri, right here.
Yeah, how's the deer hunting up in there?
The deers ain't too bad. It's kind of slow right now.
Slow?
Yeah.
Well, ain't it deer season up there?
Yeah, but there's not very many getting shot out here.
Do you ever deer hunt?
Every once in a while.
Yeah, you kill some pretty good sized ones?
Not lately.
Well, do this include hotel room? Because I'm looking for a place to go deer hunting. I don't care nothing about them shows in Branson.
Yes.
But I could send my old lady to the show and I could go deer hunting.
That would work perfect for both of you then.
Yeah?
Because it has 4 days, 3 nights.
4 days and 3 nights. You can't stay all 4 nights.
Huh?
4 days and 3 nights?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
For the extra night, it would cost a little extra. It ain't much.
Yeah.
But after I read these packages, if you want to go ahead and get the package, go 4 days, 4 nights, I can talk to my supervisor and see what we can do about that.
Well, I might do that. Let me ask you this: if I get up there and kill a deer the first day, you think I'd get in trouble if I brought it to that hotel and cleaned it?
That I'm not sure about.
Yeah.
I'm just a sales rep, and
could you show me where to deer hunt up there? If I was to come up there and buy this package from you?
So we can do everything right here over the phone for the package.
No, I'm saying if I was to come up there and get this package thing, reckon you could take me, show me where to go deer hunting up there?
Mm-hmm. If I ain't working, I probably could.
Or maybe you could get, ain't old Mel Tillis still up there?
Who?
Mel Tillis.
Yes.
Yeah.
I believe he is.
Yeah. Reckon you could get him to take me deer hunting?
I'm pretty sure.
You think you could?
Pretty sure. I wouldn't know right now.
Do you know him pretty well?
Not really.
Yeah.
But on this first package we're offering, it's 4 days, 3 nights.
Mm-hmm.
You have 6 months to use it in.
6 months.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh. Could you just come up there and stay one night and then come home and then come stay one night again, like that? Or you got to do it all at one time?
I'm not real sure about that. I'm new at this, like I was saying.
Yeah? They don't tell y'all all that stuff before they hire you?
No.
Huh.
Questions we have to take and ask the boss when we see him.
Would you go ask one of them if I came up there and took this package, if I went deer hunting, reckon I could, I clean the deer there in the parking lot of the motel. I don't want to get in no trouble, and just, keep it there in the room.
Okay, let me go ahead and finish off reading these packages to you, and then I can check on that for you, okay?
All right, then.
Okay, on the first one, it's the one that you can use up to 6 months of it.
Yeah.
Okay. It comes with 2 Waltz Water Show tickets. Have you ever seen that one?
Who now?
The Waltz Water Show.
Waltz Water. Can you go fishing there?
No, it's guy. He's in the World Book of Records for playing 2 baby grand pianos with the same time. And
how do we do that?
That I have no clue.
Yeah. Have you ever seen the show?
I've only seen it one time.
Was it pretty good?
It's awesome.
Yeah.
He's in the middle of this laser light water show.
Mm-hmm.
It has 2 Ripley's Believe It or Not museum tickets.
Yeah.
And a free dinner.
What do they have for dinner?
That I'm not sure. It's up to $30, I believe.
$30 a person or for everybody? Because I got 7 kids. $30 won't go very far.
No, that's just on the package.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's 30 apiece or for everybody or how that works.
Yeah.
And that package is valued at a little over $300. You're getting it for $129.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I just pay you for it when I get up there.
We have to do it all over the phone. We do credit cards.
Lord, I ain't got
my phone.
I ain't got no credit card. I just used my credit card to buy me a new deer rifle. So I ain't got no room on it.
We can do check over the phone.
Well, I don't have no checking account.
All right. And on the second package, it's 4 days, 3 nights in one of our motels.
Well, how are we going to pay for this? I mean, I done told you my credit card's maxed out and I ain't got no checking account.
All righty. Have a nice day.
Hey, wait a minute. You going to take me deer hunting if I come up there?
Come up. If I'm not working, I could.
Okay, what's your name?
Billy.
You got a last name?
I'm not allowed to give that out.
You're not allowed to give your name out?
Not at work.
And you trying to sell something?
Have a nice day.
You too. This is Willie.
Hi, Willie. My name is Tracy with CRS.
With who now?
With CRS, and I'm calling for the American Deputy Sheriff's Association.
Deputy Sheriff's Association?
Yeah.
Somebody in trouble?
No, not quite. We're our compensated fundraiser, and we're just calling to thank everyone for their past support in law enforcement.
Yes, ma'am.
And we started our 2003 drive this year to help out with the underfunded counties in the area there.
Uh-huh.
And we're just calling to make sure that they can count on that great support this year, and we would like to drop a pledge card in the mail for you.
Well, let me ask you this. If I would do that, I'm a member of a hunting club down here in Texas.
Yeah.
If I was to do that, would you be willing to fill out a pledge to our hunting club to support us? We bring a lot of disabled children and things out to hunt, and help them out.
Well, I'll tell you what. You give me the address and stuff where I need to send it to.
Yes, ma'am.
And I'll do this myself. See, I'm calling for the company I'm with.
Yeah.
They can't do it, but I can do it myself.
Yeah. How much would you be willing to give, you think?
What are your pledges?
Ma'am, they start out at $25 and go up to high as you want to go, I reckon.
Okay. Well, I could start out with that $25.
You could?
Is this a yearly thing?
Yes, ma'am. It's just an annual, what you call it, annual?
That's what ours is.
Yeah, and what it is, we got little children that can't, nobody ever takes them nowhere hunting or anything like that.
My son would love that, but I'm not in Texas, though.
Yeah, where y'all at? Where are y'all at?
We're out of Evansville, Indiana.
Evansville, Indiana. Yeah, I was up there one time.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, give me the address.
To send the pledge to? Okay, it's the Willie, W-I-L-L-I-E, P is in Paul, Richardson, Hunting Club. And it's Post Office Box 630-955. And I'm going to spell this town for you.
630-955?
Yes, ma'am. Nacogdoches, Texas.
Spell it.
Nacdoches-ES-E-S. It's got 3 E-S's on the end of it. E-S-E-S-E-S.
Okay.
It's a real long name. It's named after an Indian chief.
Okay.
Texas.
Indian.
And you're Indian?
Yeah, I'm Menominee from Wisconsin.
Nominal.
Menominee?
Menominee.
Yeah.
From
the Shawano reservations up there?
Yeah, can you speak that English, Indian talk?
No, I wish I could, but I can't.
Yeah.
Okay, what's the zip code?
75963.
Okay.
Okay, and listen here, if you'll call me back in the morning, I'll do your pledge. I'm fixing to go fishing right now.
Well, I can't. This is a thing that we do, and if we put it in the computer, then it calls back just whenever, so it wouldn't be me calling you back.
Oh, yeah, well, if you'll just send me a pledge card to that same address, I'll do something with you.
Okay.
Okay,
what
honey.
amount do you want on there?
Do what now?
What amount do you want on the pledge card? Because ours goes from 55 down to 45, 35, and 25.
Yeah. I probably could do that 25.
25?
That's what you're going to send me, ain't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I might just turn around and send that back to you, see.
Okay.
All right, honey.
You're at 1047 University Drive?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
All right.
Here, it's spelled, your name is spelled Nacogdches.
Oh, they misspelled it. It's got 3 E-S's on the end of it. It's like Nacogdoches. It's like that there.
Okay.
All right, honey.
Do you have any pets, sir?
Who?
Do you have any pets?
Pets?
Yeah, like a dog or a cat?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, what's the dog's name?
Chloe.
C-L-O-E?
Uh-huh.
Okay, and it's a dog?
Uh-huh.
Okay, this is going to appear on your invoice when I send it to you.
Yeah.
So when you see Chloe's name, it'll remind you that you talked to me.
I sure
I'll
will.
get this information to you in the next 3 to 5 days, but it'll take about a week to get to you because of the distance.
Okay.
And you keep the top copy for your records.
Okay.
You send the bottom back to us. Okay?
All right, and if you'll send me that $25, we'll be even.
No problem.
Thank you, honey. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Can you believe that this company has somebody call you back even after they done sold you on the first call? Anyway, I got this girl and the one on the first call to pledge enough money to me that I pretty much came out even. Except I really ain't gonna send them nothing.
Hello?
Hello?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I just need to verify everything real quick before we send your packet out there to you to make sure there wasn't any mistakes, okay?
Yeah.
For the American Deputy Sheriff's Association?
Yeah, and listen, how much did you say was the most I could send y'all?
You can send however much you want.
Okay.
We are going to send you, they have down here that we're going to send you the one out there for $25.
Yeah, but if I want to send more, I can, right?
Yeah, if you
okay.
want to send more than 25, you're more
Yeah,
than welcome.
I probably will. I got plenty of money, honey.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that's to Mr. Willie or William?
P. Willie. W-I-L-L-I-E.
Okay, and that's Richardson?
P. Richardson. Yes, ma'am.
P. Richardson.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let me change that.
Oh, I didn't think you could call me back. You said something about that computer wouldn't let you call me back.
Oh, well, I'm the only one that calls back. I call back all the pledges.
Oh,
Make sure
okay.
that everything was correct before we send it out.
You the one I talked to a while ago?
Uh-uh.
Oh, you a different one.
Yeah,
I
I'm a
see.
different one.
What's your name?
My name is Shay.
Shay.
Yeah.
Yeah? Where you up there in Indiana, too?
Yeah.
Yeah?
I'm in Indiana also.
Is it cold up? You're Indian, too?
Yeah.
Can you do them wild dances and stuff like that?
No, I can't do that.
You can't.
No.
Can you talk in that Indian talk?
I can't do any of that either.
Well, you ain't no Indian. You don't even sound like no Indian.
I'm sorry.
You wear them Indian clothes?
No.
Do what?
I'm not all that Indian.
You're not?
No.
I'm half Indian.
Are you?
Yeah.
Do you do them rain dances?
Yeah.
Do you?
I sure can. Yeah. Hey.
Do you do them dance? Do you dress like an Indian too?
Yeah. Sometime down here I look kind of funny. I'm pretty dark, but I.
You said I look pretty funny.
Let me ask you this: is it y'all ever come down here to Texas, one of these reservations down here and stay?
No.
Do you live on a reservation?
No, I live in the city. I've never been down to Texas, but my boyfriend's wanting to move to Texas.
Yeah, well, it's a great place.
And you live in Nacogdoches, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
Do you like it there?
Yes, ma'am. I was born and raised here.
Really?
Yeah.
I just want to verify everything real quick and make sure they didn't make any mistakes, okay?
Uh-huh.
Now, Willie, I have you at 1407 North University Drive.
That's correct.
Is there an apartment number or anything I need to know?
No, it's an office building.
Okay.
I own the whole building. There's about 100 offices in here, but I own all of them.
Oh, you just rent out the building?
Yeah, but 1407 will come right to my door.
Oh, really?
Yes, ma'am.
Goodness. And that zip code is 75961?
Yes, ma'am. 75961-4758.
Okay.
Mhm,
And then I have your code word as your dog's name. Is it Chloe?
Yes, ma'am. Chloe.
Okay. Chloe. That's a neat
Y'all
name.
gonna start sending her mail too?
No. It'll have Chloe's name on it to let you know that you authorize this one to be sent to you.
Yeah, you want to talk to Chloe?
Does it a boy or girl? It's a girl, right?
It's a girl, yeah.
It's a girl. What kind of dog is she?
Dachshund.
Dachshund?
She's a real unusual looking dachshund. You know, I had her special bred. She is about, you ain't never seen one like this. I need y'all to email you a picture of it. She is 7 feet long.
7 feet long?
Yeah. She was bred down through the years. She's 7 feet long. She got them little short legs, so she really sags in the middle. A lot of times the middle part of it just drags the flow. You know?
That is
You ought not be laughing about my dog like that.
Oh, I know. I'm not laughing at your dog. I'm laughing with your dog.
Uh-huh.
And Willie, like I said, we're just going to send you one out there for $25, and if you want to send more, you can.
Yeah.
You'll get that by next Wednesday.
Mm-hmm.
And we just ask that you keep the top copy because this is 100% tax deductible.
Yeah.
And then just make a check or money order payable to the ADSA, okay?
Yeah, let me ask you this. That other girl, in order to sell me this in, I was telling her I'm a member of I run a hunting club down here for disabled children. And little kids come hunting, some of them in wheelchairs, they ain't got no arms or legs or nothing like that. I got one kid holds a pistol in his mouth to shoot. Pretty unusual.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, but I was wondering, could I send you a pledge card to join my club down here to help me out?
Yeah, that'd be fine.
Okay, who do I send it to?
You send it to Shay.
S-H-A-Y?
No, S-H-A-E.
S-H-A-E.
Yeah.
And what town's that?
Evansville.
Evansville, Ohio?
Indiana.
Yeah. Okay.
And it's 47711.
Okay. How much would you be willing to pledge, you think?
I'm going to say right now, because I have a 4-month-old baby, I'd probably do about 15.
Okay, good.
Is that okay for you?
Yeah, that'd help us a lot. And what I'll do then, I'll just add that on to what that other girl pledged, and I'll send y'all some money back.
Great. Thanks
all right.
a lot.
All right,
okay.
Shay. Good luck.
Right.
And next time they have a powwow down here, I'll call you.
Okay, thanks.
Bye-bye, baby.
Bye.
Now, these next two calls was on some of my earlier albums, but so many people thought they was funny that I felt like they belonged on this album with the rest of the fishing stories. If you done heard them, I hope you like them and hope you enjoy hearing them again. If you ain't heard them, these are just for you.
This is Billy.
Yes, sir. Is this the fishing bait store down by the lake?
Yes, sir, it is.
How you doing today?
I'm doing fine, sir.
Yes, sir. This is Willie P. Richardson. Look here, I was out there fishing last night, and it was just getting dark, and I caught one of the biggest basses you ever seen in your life.
Mm-hmm.
And it was so strong, it pulled my boat around in circles for a few minutes till it tired out. And one of my boys and my old lady was with me, and she weighed over 400 pounds, and he was trying to help me get the fish in, and I was just using a cane pole and little old perch for bait.
Yeah.
Anyway, he leaned over the side of the boat, and all that weight, my old lady's weight mainly, caused the boat to lean way over to one side, and he fell off in the lake, but he was wearing a life jacket and everything, so he was all right. He climbed back up in the boat with me, and I'm glad she didn't fall in. We never would have got her big old self back up in the boat. Well, anyway, after I got it in the boat, took me about 15 minutes to get it in. Man, that thing was so big it cracked my pole about halfway up, and we really had to work to get it up into the boat. And finally got it up there close enough to get his head off in that dip net, and then my son got a hold of it and drug it on up into the boat.
Yes, sir.
Well, I ain't never seen a bass this big. I figured it might be some kind of state or world record or something, and I might be able to get some money out of it.
Yes, sir. Why didn't you bring it up here and weigh it?
Well, I did come up there, but y'all had just closed the store and everything was getting in your pickup to leave, and I didn't want to bother y'all, so I took it home. Man, I drove all around the neighborhood, and everybody showing it to these peoples, and I was getting them all up out of bed to look at it. Everybody say they ain't never seen no bass that large. I had it in a big old tub in the back of my pickup, and it was still alive and swimming around in it, and several of these people had their pictures took with it there. I didn't have no camera with me, so I'm hoping some of them pictures turned out good.
Yes, sir. Well, did you weigh it?
Yes, I did. It weighed 23 pounds. I weighed it on a scale at the grocery store, so I knew that was the right weight. And a friend of mine told me last night that the state record for what they call a largemouth bass like this here is was just over 18 pounds and was 25 inches long, and I think they had caught it up at that lake fork. Well, this here fish is 31 inches long, and I was thinking if it did beat a state record, I might get my own, TV show about fishing, and maybe get one of these boat companies to give me a boat, for advertisement, and even maybe get me some of them clothes to wear that have all them patches with pictures of fish on them.
Yes, sir. Well, if that fish is really that big, you might, but you need to take it to call the Parks and Wildlife people and take it to their office.
Yes, well, I'll do that, but where's their office?
It's on Atkinson Drive in Lufkin.
Say it is.
Yes, sir.
Well, I was wondering about this here. Last night, after I took it all around and showed it and everything, we had a big fish fry and invited all the next door neighbors over, and we cooked it and picked some hush puppies with it, and had a big fish fry.
You mean you cooked the fish that might be the state record?
Well, yes, sir. But I tell you, I saved the head and that bone, that bone that go all the way down through the middle of it, and all that's still in one piece, and I figured that they might could just look at that and tell how big it was and how much it weighed and everything.
No, sir, I don't believe they'll certify it just looking at that. You made a big mistake by not keeping the whole fish, sir.
Say I did.
Yes,
well,
sir.
Is there any way you could just tell them, that you seen it while it was in one piece and that you weighed it? They probably believe you since you fools with deals with fishes all the time anyway.
No, sir. I don't believe they take my word for it.
Sure enough?
No.
Well, that sure do disappoint me. I guess I'll just come back up there again this evening and see if I can catch me another one.
All right. Bring it to picture. When you get it, I'd like to see it.
I sure will. I imagine the picture going to be pretty good size by itself.
Yes, sir.
Well, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Shirley Creek Marina.
Yes, ma'am. May I speak to the person who do the buying of the fish bait?
Yes, I can help you.
What was your name?
Lynn Webb.
Yes, ma'am. Ms. Webb, how you doing today? My name is Willie P. Richardson. Maybe have you ever heard my records on the radio?
I don't think so.
Mm-hmm. Well, anyway, look here. We got a new catfish bait that's the best in the world. It really is. I ain't kidding you. And we sure would like to put it in your store for y'all to sell down at the lake.
What is it you've got now?
It's catfish bait. Willie P. Richardson's Catfish Magic is the name of it.
Well, do any other stores carry it?
Oh, yeah, sure do. All over the country. Works better than any kind that I ever seen, and stores are buying it everywhere.
Well, maybe you just better call me back later.
Well, yeah, I could, but I really would like to tell you about it right now. It won't take but a minute, and we can ship some on out to you.
Okay, but I just have a couple minutes because I'm pretty busy.
Yes, ma'am. Well, the other afternoon, me and my uncle was fishing with it down there close to y'all's marina on Sam Rayburn Lake, and we was on my pontoon barge.
Yes, sir.
And we'd been catching quite a few of them channel catfishes on it all afternoon, and all of a sudden my uncle's pole went clean under the water.
Uh-huh.
And, well, first I thought he got hung up on a log or something like that. Then the pontoon barge started moving away from that tree limb. We had it tied to, stretched the rope on out and bent the limb and was still pulling on the barge. Well, I grabbed a hold of a knife and cut the rope we was tied up with, and the barge started steady moving down the lake. And my uncle's pole was still bent way down, and he was reared back on it trying to hold on for dear life. No, I ain't lying. Yes, ma'am, I ain't lying. Well, I thought maybe he'd caught an alligator or one of them big old gars or something, but that fish came to the top, and it was one of them high-fin blue catfishes. Looked like it was 4 feet long. I told my uncle just to hold on, and maybe it'd tire you out, and we could get it in the boat.
You're putting me on, right?
No, I ain't lying this time. Anyway, it must have pulled us for about 5 miles. Plus, I had left the top off of that bait bucket and that bait that we make, and there was a bunch of them channel catfishes trying to jump off up into the boat to get to that bait, and I was knocking them all out the way. It was something. You ought to seen it.
Oh, man, come on.
No, anyway, that old blue cat finally wore itself out after about 8 miles down the lake, and we was able to get it in the boat. My uncle's big old collie dog was with us, and that catfish snapped and bit that dog's legs off right there on the boat. Dog had to have some of them, what you call prostheses or whatever you call, put on, them plastic or wooden legs. Anyway, that catfish weighed 345 pounds. I think it's the world record, and it was caught on my bait, Willie P. Richardson's Catfish Magic. When we got back up to the marina, we had to tie the fish to the bumper of my pickup to drag it off the barge. Y'all need any catfish to sell there in your cafe?
No, sir, we wouldn't be interested in the fish,
Well,
but I think we better try your bait.
Yeah, well, I tell you what, we got plenty of that meat out here, and I could make you a good deal. It sure is good. But I tell you what, I'm going to send my son on down there this evening with a couple of cases, if that's all right.
That'll be just fine. Just have him ask for land.
All right, now you can write him a check for it today, can't you? Because we don't sell on credit. I got to pay all these boys for making it, and I got to pay for all this stinking cheese we use it to make it with.
Yes, sir, I'll pay him when he brings it in. I've got to go now. I have a customer.
All right, I sure do appreciate it, Miss Webb.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye now.
Well, that's it. I hope you liked hunting and fishing phone pranks. And the next time you get a chance, why don't you take a youngster hunting and fishing? Start that young person out early enjoying and appreciating America's beautiful outdoors. It'll make you feel good, and the child will always remember it for the rest of his or her life. Thanks so much for listening, and God bless you and yours.